Almighty Yah, we thank you for the privilege of your word going forth. Almighty Yah, we ask that you pour into your servant, Almighty, that you bring things back to the mind, to the forefront of the mind, Almighty Yah, that may the people of Elohim, that they may know and understand the concerns from the high heavenly room, Almighty Yah, and how we are to conduct ourselves and to prepare ourselves for the days that we are in and the days ahead of us. Yah, we thank you and we praise you for the Elohim that we serve. He is the one that knows the beginning to the end to the beginning, that he has declared all things as they are. So we thank you, Almighty Yah, for you are powerful, you are almighty, but you are also wise. You love your people, that you truly do care about your flock, whom you have scattered and whom you will gather. Yah, so we thank you and we praise you. We thank you for this wonderful time that we're in, because we're seeing the mighty hand of Yahweh move. We're seeing the power of your hand throughout all the earth. We thank you, Almighty Yah. We praise you that you are allowing darkness to reign. But it's your oven. You're the source of everything. It can stir the pot, but it's your oven. So Yah, we thank you and we praise you for everything that you are cooking and preparing, Almighty Yah. Give us the strength to endure. Give us the wisdom to endure. That we may be spiritually wise. We may understand the fear of Yah and the knowledge that comes with it. So we may have our house prepared for the days ahead. Yah, we thank you and we praise you in Yahshua. And we pray, Amen and Amen. Amen. Shabbat shalom, brothers and sisters. Shabbat shalom to the family that's here. Shabbat shalom to the family that is at home and we watch it via technology. Do me a favor. You can text Bishop Grass when he's going live.
Okay.
I'll text him the wrong time.
Got it.
We late. It's all right. But Shabbat shalom, everybody that's here. As we always say, to the Yahudim first. The Yahudim first into the nations. Not because we're being better, bigger, or badder. That's what the book said. The oracles of Yah were committed to the Yahudim. It was an esteemed honor to hold the word, to carry, to tote the word. You know, some of my ancestors in the last couple of generations, that's what they say if you were preaching. They say, yeah, he told that word, he carried that word. You don't understand what that means. Right there in the scriptures. But anyway, if anybody that may be watching, we got a lot of people that are, as we talked about earlier, people are sick, people are incarcerated, people going through some things. The Master P have a song like that, going through some things. Folks out there going through stuff. This word will pull you out if you have a desire to be out. That's the real question. If you want out in your scenario or situation, you know, will you allow the word to fish you out, to net you out, to pull you out? Yahshua, when he was recruiting his team, he was like, hey, I need some fishermen. I need some fishermen. I need some hunters. If you don't want to be hunted, if you don't want to be fished, ain't nothing we can do for you. So this word is for anybody. I don't care who you are. I don't care you're a crackhead. I don't care if you're a prostitute, you're a stripper. I don't care what you're doing. Gang banging, thugging. I don't care what you're doing. If you want out, you can get out. Some of these other methods might not work. I know this word will work though. You gotta want that word. Sometimes some folks ain't tired enough. Maybe somebody out there is getting tired. You done tried you've expanded all your resources. And if so good, got something else that you can try. And it's free. Put that one what the one sister said, what she say, that one brother wife said this thing costs. Like some she said, yeah, we're trying to charge for the word, okay. I ain't get up here now and run my mouth about no money now. I'm telling you right now. I don't care about none of that stuff. I don't get up here and be talking about begging for $6 seed, and $20. I told my wife, I said, man, I start talking like that. You got your right to get up and leave. You can get up and walk out on me. If I start talking like that, y'all got the right to stop, taste out my mouth and leave. And you better not come back. Something wrong with you if you're not coming back. So they're talking about so here $6 seed or $20 seed. Please. What is a $20 seed gonna do? You're about to cancel the money, dummy. Oh, is people not conscious? Oh, my bad. I heard somebody talking about the song seeds and stuff. Well, anyway, this word is for you. If you want to get out, this word is for you. We got a lot. We're going to go and jump into it real quick, brother. Go ahead and give me Romans 15:3 and 4, John 6:44, 45. Go ahead and give me Acts 24, 14, 15. Some read, son. Luke 21:36.
Romans 15:3 and 4. For even Christ pleased not himself, but as it is written, the reproaches of them that reproach thee fell on me.
Have mercy.
For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning.
For our what?
For our learning.
Have mercy.
That we through patience and comfort of the scriptures.
Through what?
Through patience and comfort of the scriptures.
We got to endure now.
Might have hope.
Might have hope.
No one is able to come to me unless the Father who sent me draws him. And I shall raise him up in the last day.
He gonna do what?
He will raise him up in the last
That
day.
man powerful now. You think about the folks that are gone. People that's gone. Folks have been burned up. Whatever happened to your folks' body, he said, man, get up. Everybody gotta get up and see this man. Everybody. Go ahead, brother.
It has been written in the prophets.
In the who?
The prophets.
Yeah, look, we need them prophets now. We need what we got written. But I tell you what, going forward, we need the people to speak the word.
Oh, yeah.
I done told y'all, they're gonna take your scriptures now. Go ahead.
And they shall all be taught by Yah. Everyone then who has heard from the Father and learned comes to me.
Have mercy.
Acts 24:14 through 15. But this I confess unto thee, that after the way which they call heresy,
They're gonna start calling you a heretic and a lunatic and a goofball. They're gonna call you a hater. They're gonna call you a hate speech. You a BIE. You a black identity extremist. And start calling you all that. Get ready. Go ahead.
so worship our Elohim of my fathers, believing all things which are written in the Torah and the prophets.
In the who?
In the Torah and in the prophets.
How come they understand that and we don't? They understand where your source or my source document comes from. This is where I cite. I spent I don't know how many weeks citing journals and scholars and people. They don't know nothing. Come this book. They don't know nothing. You smart, but you don't.
Right.
People that's doctors and philosophers, that you smart, but you don't. Because here's real wisdom right here. Big bang. Boom. Go outside, sun gonna rise and set. Moon, I might see it, might not. Stars, might see it. Animals come out certain time of the day. Sun come out certain season. All that came up. Boom. You a fool. Go ahead.
And have hope toward Elohim, which they themselves also allow that there shall be a resurrection of the dead,
Have mercy.
both of the just and unjust.
Luke 21:36. Watch ye therefore and pray always, and that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Adam.
To escape what?
All these things that
All
shall.
these things?
Yes.
It didn't say a few, did it? It said all. You sure, son?
Yes.
You know your daddy off sometimes. Book said all, didn't it? And all this stuff happened right now in front of our face. Like I said, I start talking about $6 seed or $20 seed. You got it right. Slap me upside my head and leave. Folks dying out here. They getting Walmart ready. They get Walmart ready. Walmart got to make a transition. All right. Leave that stuff alone. We got to be ready. All right, so seeking Elohim, the honor of lowliness. The honor of lowliness. And this is our message for today. Now, before we do that, we want to acknowledge what today is. We're going to spend a lot of time on it. All right. Happy birthday, America. Happy birthday, America. Okay. This technically ain't going to be for you, but happy birthday. Okay. We ain't going to not acknowledge America's birthday. Right. Year of independence was 1776. We're right now, it's year what, 2020, right? Okay. All right. So far, so good. So America is 244 years old. Okay? 244 years old. Now, I'm not talking about folks start coming over here. I'm saying when they said, hey, this is us, we be the people. Okay? Like I said, some of y'all, they wasn't not talking about you. All right? 244 years old. We take that number, 244, okay? We do a little Hebrew digging. 2 plus 4 is what? 6. Plus 4, 10. This is number 10. Okay? We see that? We say we got 10 from that 244. Okay? Number 10 in Hebrew is what? Yod. Yod. And that signifies what?
Yeah.
The hand, the arm of somebody. Somebody's hand or somebody's arm. I wonder if there's any Bible verses about this hand or arm. Shemot 3:20. And I will stretch out my hand and smite Egypt with all my wonders, which I will do in the midst thereof. So whoever he's fighting for, they got to be there. Because he's going to do it in your midst.
Go ahead.
Let me tell you something. Something about my former head coach at Brooklyn used to say, he was a bouncer in Dallas, in the city, before he got into coaching. He was a bouncer. He used to always say to the players, guys, you ever seen a bar fight? Just grabbing bottles and throwing chairs. It's just wow. It's gonna be a bar fight. Don't get hit now. Don't get hit with no chair being thrown around. Like the moves that took the bottle, turned it upside down, they hold the neck, hit the bottle, and turn it like a little blade. It's gonna be a big bar fight. I will do in the midst thereof, and after that, he'll let you go. It's Exodus, Shemot 3. So we got Egypt in hand, right? We understand what happened. We get that, right? I will stretch out my hand and smite Egypt. I will smite Egypt. Pharaoh's out in Pharaoh's city, nice and esteemed, established and sitting in power, position on thrones. See that Pharaoh? You see that Pharaoh? You see that Pharaoh? Oh, my bad, name Lincoln. I'm tripping. Egypt, America. Egypt, America. He said, I'm going to take my hand, I'm going to smite Egypt. Remember, today's somebody's birthday. They're 244 years old. If we use our Hebrew minds, number 10. Pyramids. Egypt. Pyramid. America. Happy birthday, America. This part is for you. Nile River, when the pyramids go off the river, some of them want. You look at them far enough, you can't even tell them apart. Okay. It's an obelisk in Egypt. It's an obelisk in Egypt. Who ain't getting the Exodus 3:20? That's an obelisk right there. You see that? In Egypt. That's an obelisk in Egypt. I mean, DC.
They don't want in Vegas.
Read that, 3:25.
And I will stretch out my hand.
My what?
My hand.
So 10.
Yeah.
10. Go ahead.
And smite Egypt.
America.
With all my wonders.
Have mercy.
Which I will do in the midst thereof.
So you gotta be there. You gotta be in it.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta be in it. Because something that's unique about the children of Israel and Egypt, that era, that generation of them, they really didn't know what it was. My great grandma told me about it. My great granddaddy told me about it. I really didn't know about this God, our God. I didn't know. I didn't really know him like that. Yeah, to introduce himself. You know what's gonna happen? What the Most High gonna do? He gonna reintroduce himself. He's gonna reintroduce himself. And he can't help it. He's a big fella. Just like a real big fella. If Shaq walked through here, he gotta duck his head. He can't help it. Why? He might need 2 seats to sit out. Most High is big. When he introduces himself, he cannot help but be powerful. He can't help but shake the foundation of the earth. The hand of Yah will be against Egypt. For the United States. It was written. They loving the patriotism. They happy. Grilling and wearing comfortable clothes and stuff. I said, that's fine. I'm gonna put on suits today. I'm gonna be honest. Y'all are gonna be comfortable in t-shirts and flip-flops. I'll put on the suit. We're gonna work today. We're gonna work today. So the hand of Yah gonna be against Egypt. U.S. It was written. We looked at it. He read it. It is what it is. You can't be dressed like Egypt. Have all Egypt stuff and act like Egypt, but then not be Egypt. No. We Christian. You walk like a dove. You quack like a dove. You flap your wings like a dove. Don't you sit there and tell me you a pigeon. No, you a duck. You a duck. Daffy, Donald, you a duck. I don't care who, I don't care. You a duck. Howard, some of y'all know about that Howard. 80s baby know about that Howard. But anyway, happy birthday, America. We ain't forget. So, let y'all know what Creflo think about America.
Sorry. Just make sure I got volume for you. Okay.
We allow religion to try to tell us things about God that are not true. We're still going around and saying, well, you know what, God, pour out your spirit on America. Pour out your spirit. That's just, that's an insult. That's an insult if you go to God and say, pour out your spirit on America. Why is that an insult? Acts 2:4, he's already poured out his spirit. He said he poured out his spirit. And we're still trying to get him to do what he's already done. I used to say very boldly, man, if God doesn't judge America, then he's going to have to apologize to Sodom and Gomorrah. Let me tell you something. It's going to shock you. But if God does judge America, he will have to apologize to Jesus. 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 He will have to apologize to Jesus.
Yeah, who? Jesus.
So many comedians.
I got you.
All right. Folks said, what y'all never talking about? Study starting to ride out. We're not telling that truth. We're not telling that truth. Happy birthday, America. It's your birthday. You want to leave out. When you're free. But anyway, moving on. We can turn to Matthew 24, please, starting verse 42. Hallelujah, we have to get there. Matthew 24, and verse 42. Hallelujah, we have to get there.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Matthew 24 and 42, and it reads, "Watch therefore, for ye know not what hour your master doth come. But know this, that if the goodman of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched." That puts emphasis on that, watch and pray always. You read earlier, the young man read and looked. He would have watched and would not have suffered his house to be broken up. Therefore be you also ready, for in such an hour as you think not the Son of Man comes. Who then is a faithful and wise servant? What kind of servant do you need to be?
Faithful and wise.
Faithful and what? Wise. So you can't be faithful and sluggish. You can't be faithful and goofy. You can't be faithful and lazy. You got to be faithful and wise. Okay? I can't be halfway in, halfway out and wise. You know, I can't be late all the time and wise. I got to be faithful and wise. Whom his master hath made ruler over his household to give them meat in due season. Blessed, blessed, blessed is that servant whom his master, when he cometh, shall find so doing.
Yes.
So we got to be on our job. And sometimes we're not on our job, but like sometimes, we just try to get a job, and then, sometimes when it's something you really want to do, you do what? You seek it out. You got to search it out. So we need to seek out the Most High. We need to seek out the Most High. Okay, we need to start seeking Him. Okay, we know it's hard to seek while you're what? Distracted. A part of being easily distracted is lack of discipline. It's all said and done. Right. Then we talked about our attention span, right? Didn't we talk about that? Right? Average attention span in 2000 was 12 seconds. Now, currently, it's around 8 seconds. So, and a goldfish has a longer attention span than us. Goldfish attention span is 9 seconds. We at 8. So, how can I seek Elohim? How can I be found of Elohim business? Well, my mind is as squirrely as that goldfish.
Yeah.
My mind all over the place. You ever seen a puppy? You ever had a puppy? You had a puppy before? You had like a little bouncy ball, and you throw it off the wall, and the ball just be bouncing. The puppy just will hit you. That's us. When we don't have discipline, we don't have that aspect of discipleship, right? Because we're not focused in, right? And we have to be focused in, especially if we're seeking somebody. It is required. You got to keen in. We have a conflict of interest. Right? Got a light and darkness. I mean, there's a war. What we say there's a war going on outside. No man is safe from. Talk about that light and dark. We read over and over in Peter and Shaul about, you being pulled from darkness to a light. That as you walk in light, you are no longer surrounded by darkness. And what we come to realize is that I have always had this conflict since the garden. There were 2 trees that had a special kick to it. One of them, you eat that fruit, you just like God. You'll know all things good and evil. The other tree you eat, Man, you live forever. You will not believe what man did in the garden. He had a choice, living forever or knowing everything. And someone taught him that it was better to know everything. He taught his wife. He heard what he told his wife. And you know what he said secretly? I agree. I want to know all things. Because if you think of the name, the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, it don't really sound bad. You can know good stuff too. You can know good stuff too. That's why they put in your mind when you grew up watching, going to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. You have the wicked witch of the what? West. And then you had Gwendolyn the good witch. Well, that's good. She good. She was dressed in white. She was good. Wasn't she? You want to help you figure it out? Do I think I said the wizard? And you get to the wizard. You got Jacques Cousteau back there blowing fire and smoke and pulling stuff. Huh? God's like, look, I put a choice before you. You choose life or death. I want you to choose what? I want you to choose life. He's been trying to get man to choose life all this time. So we have conflict here. Tree of the knowledge of good and evil, tree of life. Got the seed of the woman's seed is in enmity with the serpent seed. Conflict. Folks is kicking with the serpent and don't even realize it.
Right.
If they're on a higher thought process, they know it. They're just going to try to reap the benefits. So good and evil, light and dark, the woman's seed, serpent seed, tree of life, tree of the knowledge of good and evil. It's always been like that. Turn to Zechariah. Zechariah. 4. I'll never get there. Zechariah 4. Start at 6. In the prophets, we read earlier, read it in John, read it in Romans, read it in Brother read Acts. They always reference the prophets. Look, the prophet said, Zechariah 4 and 6. Then he answered and spake unto me, saying, this is the word of God unto Zerubbabel, saying, not by might, not by might, not by might. Very important for us to know that and to hold that and to squeeze that. It's not going to be by might nor by power, but by my Ruach, saith Yahuwah Zebot, Lord of hosts. The supreme ruler and master of everything that you see or don't see. Okay? Very important that we know that. It will not be by might, it will be by his spirit. 2 Corinthians 10. Hallelujah, never get there. 2 Corinthians 10. Start in 3. Hallelujah, get there.
Hallelujah.
Are you there? 2 Corinthians 10 and 3. Second Corinthians 10 and 3, and it reads, for though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. The weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Elohim to the pulling down of strongholds, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of who? Elohim. So we see the conflict. I choose to treat the knowledge of good and evil because I want to go to war with somebody. I want to replace somebody. I want to try to replace God. That's why everybody wants to be a God now. Everybody, they're their own God now. They eyes open. A lot of people say they got to make their eyes big. Your eye open, you got to pop your eyes open for. I'm awake, I'm conscious. Like you on some crack or something, your eyes bugged out. Boy, let your eyes down. Do all that stuff. But the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. Right? So what was told to Zerubbabel, to the prophet, was that not by might, not by power, by my spirit. So what we're going to need is the spirit of Yah. Mm-hmm. Very simple. Right? Because this war is not to be fought with the flesh. Mm-hmm. Give you some examples, some things we talked about. I don't know however long we've been here. We're on year 3. We're on year 3 here?
Yes.
Year 3. All right? So we talk about deep state. Okay? All right. We talked about Baal worship. Here where you live. Right? They worship Baal right here, right now. Baphomet. Baphomet did like a little Kobe tour. It's like a little tour around America, didn't it? Right? Hands up, one down, as above, as below. Cry is and do as thou wilt. Come up for your children, got that the children there, right? We talked about that gutters tunnel there in Europe. Openly worshiping the goat, all kind of dignitaries of the world there. Morality, right? Morality going down, people worshiping Baal, right? We talked about currency, money in your pocket, cash rules everything around me, by the same as a monopoly bill. Once these nations say, you know what? I'm tired of doing business in your dollar. I'm tired. Because these other countries going to say, yeah, we know you killed Omar Gaddafi and you killed so-and-so. Come over here you want to. I got something hot for you. So but this is stuff that we know. We talk about this stuff. Right? We talk about people that practice the occult. Right? They do things in secret. Their cult practices. Of secret societies, different groups, what they really believe. They don't care about you. Morality, right? You don't know who the man, who the woman. You don't know. Morality, down the drain. Right? False prophets. Yeah, Ellen DeGenerate. Right? Full of what? Television. Telling you a vision. Opportunities telling you stuff. False prophets. Snakes and Benny Hinn on there slapping somebody with his suit coat. Joel smiling and happy. We talked about they're going to this 2020. You gotta be able to see. So when they start the mainstream news, conservative channel, like yeah, there's UFOs out there. They do exist. What they got planned for you, man? We talked about all that. So we get an idea how deep the Babylonian web is. Right? The mystery is called Mystery Babylon. We always try to attach Babylon to Iraq. This is a mystery. The mystery system, the mystery practices, the mystery, it's the depthness of Babylon. It's a deep spider web full of layers and layers and layers all over the world. So what can we do about it? I'm going to go fight the deep state right now. I'm supposed to mess up. I'm going to go fight the deep state. They're going to kill you before you even get there, if you're a threat. I'm going to go and make people change their ways. Like all these things we just talk. What can we physically do? What can we do? Go ahead and answer. What can we do? Be honest. Nothing. That's the answer. Nothing. All that stuff is real, and then we can do about it. But I do know this much. The Lord shall fight for you. You're gonna hold your shalom. That I do know. We just read. He said he's gonna smite with his hand. He didn't say, look, it ain't the Exodus like that. Who saw that crazy Moses Exodus movie? Remember that last one they did? Right? And it was had them fighting and stuff. That ain't in the book. The Most High fought. And that boy, to show you how demonic they are. So you see how they had the Most High, that little bitty boy, like he like having temper tantrum. They made the burning bush be that little boy, have a temper tantrum. Navarine, they play bold now. Navarine 1 and 30. The Lord your God, which goes before who? You. He gonna do what? He gonna fight for you. According to all that he did for you in Egypt before your eyes. Navarine 3 and 22. Ye shall not fear them. All that list we ran through, and whatever else, we gotta not be fearful. COVID-19 and getting you to go out there and protest all at the same time, they got all kinds of, they got multiple plays. They don't care about you. They're gonna try and make you sick. They are gonna try and make you sick. They folks don't care about you. They gotta get their global system set up. For the Lord your God, he shall fight for you. Navarine with Deuteronomy 20 and 4. For the Lord your God is he that goeth with you to fight for you against your enemies, to save who? You. Look at your neighbor and say you. You. Save you. We're going to fight for you. We're going to go before you. Ultimately to save you.
Hallelujah.
So no, ain't nothing we can do about it. And that's not our beef. To go and try to, we're going to go and fight the power. We're going to have a revolution. He's a revolution leader. It's on his resume. How many nations he done knocked down? I'm sorry talking about America and how America knocked down all these nations. You saw how many nations that most of them knocked down? Are we not conscious? Kings and leaders and generals, they ain't slapped all inside there. So we have to hold our peace. He's gonna go before us. We gotta realize he's gonna fight for us. But I can't fight for somebody I don't rock with. I say it again. I can't fight for nobody I don't rock with. You know what I'm saying? I don't know you like that. I don't know you like that. You ain't been looking for me. You ain't been looking for me. You've been seeking me. But I'm supposed to rock with you? That was see, so we got to change our thinking. So we got to draw up our plans of war. We got to draw up our plans of war. Got to seek now. Second Ezra, extra biblical source, 2 and 25 to 31. Nourish thy children, O thou good nurse, establish her feet. As for the servants who I have given thee, there shall not one of them perish, for I will require them from among thy number. Be not weary, be not weary, be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness comes. Once again, Most High, he big, strong. So when he start doing stuff, you're going to feel it. And he said, be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness comes, others shall weep and be sorrowful. But thou shalt be merry. Hallelujah. And have abundance. Because once again, if he fighting for you, it's going to be rough. But he said, look, I got you. All right, look, he ain't going to be swinging all wild. You ever seen some middle school kids and they be fighting? Swinging all wild, swinging all like that. He ain't going to be going kamikaze style. What's going to happen is when a good fighter, when he catch him, boom. And then how they react and they swinging their hands and then they got hit in my mouth and all that stuff. That's what we got to watch out for. When you start hitting America upside his head, hard. The heathen shall envy thee, is in you. but they shall not be able to do anything against thee, saith the master. My hands shall cover thee. So on one hand, he'll slap somebody. On the other hand, make sure you're right. One hand, he'll slap somebody. On the other hand, he'll keep you straight.
Hallelujah.
My hand shall cover thee, so that thy children shall see not hair. We will assume that means grave. Sheol. Be joyful, O thou mother, with thy children, for I will deliver thee, saith the master. Remember thy children that sleep. And what the brother Aaron read and I reread, that resurrection means something.
Hallelujah.
It's got to be a great hope for us. We got to know that the God we serve, he can raise folks up. Whether they righteous or unrighteous, just or unjust, that ain't my call. That ain't our call neither. But he gonna raise them up. For I will deliver thee, saith the Lord, remember thy children that sleep, for I shall bring them out of the sides of the earth and show mercy unto them.
Hallelujah.
For I am merciful,
Hallelujah.
saith the Lord Almighty. 2 Ezra 2 and 25. Put that in your notes. You know, you got to go back and read it. Look at it. Everybody else, let's turn to Luke 12. Luke 12. Probably Luke never get there. Luke 12, being 29. Luke 12, 29.
Hallelujah.
We going somewhere. We got to set you up first. Luke 12 and 29, and it reads, and seek not what ye shall eat, or what ye shall drink, neither be ye doubtful of mind. Doubtful of mind. For all those things do the nations of the world seek after. And your Father knoweth that ye have need of these things. But rather seek ye the kingdom of Elohim.
Hallelujah.
And all these things shall be added unto you. So what was the key word in verse 31? But rather what?
Seek ye the
Seek.
kingdom. Yeah.
So are we hunting for y'all? Huh? I understand. You know, you do a Google search or accidentally be on the internet and run across somebody telling you you're a Hebrew, you know, or something, or something happened and I'm looking for the truth. And you just type God's truth. You know, Torah and Sabbath popped up on the Google search. I got it. But people want to be like them back here, but they don't want to live like them. People want to be like them. They don't want to live like that. How they seek out? Yeah. How they seek? Did they have to? I mean, we already there. He right over there. They're the tabernacle. They're the firefighter. There you go right there. I ain't got to seek. I ain't got to search. There you go right there. Got to seek him out. Turn up one chapter, 13 and 24. Luke 13 and 24. And it reads, strive to enter in at the straight gate. For many, I say unto you, will seek to enter in and shall not be able. So you're seeking, Yah, got to be legit. You got to be legit. Playtime is over. You about to start dropping bombs. And it ain't going to be like Yahshua said, don't expect Abraham to say. Taking prophecies and prophets and attach it to yourself. You better make sure you're right. That's what we got to make sure. We got to make sure we're right. right with him. Humility. You know what it is? It ain't for everybody. Humility is not for everybody. You know that? Let's turn to 2 Chronicles. 2 Chronicles, 30th chapter. Second Chronicles 30. Before we do that, let's go to 2 Chronicles 16. Excuse me. Let's go to 2 Chronicles 16. Then we'll do 30. 2 Chronicles 16 and 9. Hallelujah, whenever you get there. Second Chronicles 16 and verse 9, and it reads, "For the eyes of Yahweh runs to and fro throughout the entire Eretz to show himself strong in behalf of them whose heart is perfect towards him. Herein thou hast done foolishly, therefore from henceforth thou shalt have wars." So the eyes of Yah is running throughout the whole earth looking for people that want to be down with him. Can you imagine that? He didn't say my eyes is going all through the camp of Israel, did he? My eyes is ran through every ancestor of David. He didn't say that, did he? I looked at every Shemite. That ain't what he said. The my eyes is running to and fro throughout the whole earth. Who has a heart set towards me? Now let's go to 2 Chronicles 30. So Yah is looking. 2 Chronicles 30. Starting 18. I'm going to reference Passover. And Hezekiah had invited the northern tribe, those that had been dispersed and scattered by the Assyrians. He invited them to Passover. That's why I'm not opposed to inviting people to Passover, because a righteous king did. Oh, you know, they ain't in the covenant. They ain't. Hezekiah did. 18. For a multitude of the people, even many of Ephraim, Manasseh, Issachar, Zebulun, had not cleansed themselves. Yet did they eat the Passover otherwise than it was written. But Hezekiah prayed for them, saying, "The good Lord pardon everyone that prepares his heart to seek God." That prepares his heart to seek God. The Lord God of his fathers, though he be not cleansed, according to the purification of the sanctuary. You won't believe this. And the Lord hearkened to Hezekiah and healed the people. So we have to be seeking Elohim. We have to lower ourselves. Now, to seek, we're going to look at this. Seek in Hebrew means darash. Darash. That's what seek means. There's another seek too. That's not for today. To resort to. And every time I see that, you know what I think of? Man, this is my last hope. Man, this is my last chance. I ain't tried everything else. I ain't got nothing left. The woman had issue of blood. She probably been to every physician. Every doctor, she done traveled all up and down Canaan and went all the way down into Egypt to try their sorcery medicine. The only thing I can do is crawl. Just try to get to the hem. If I can get to where the healing is. So we're going to have to be a people that have resorted. That I have nothing else. This is the only way. Inquire. Seek means inquire. So to resort to or to inquire of Yah. To seek Him. Because we know His eyes are going all throughout the earth looking for the hearts. So now you kind of see, well, you know what? He looking for me, and I'm looking for Him. And then that's how it really starts.
Yeah.
We're looking for each other. It ain't just He came and just pulled me away. I'm looking for Him. He's looking for me. Now let's turn to Psalms 14. We're going somewhere. Psalms 14, verse 1. Hallelujah, whenever you get there. Psalms 14 and 1, it reads, the fool has said in his heart. How many fools out there on Facebook? A bunch of them. I know some. They say in their heart, there is no Elohim. Book man's copy from stuff. It's mystery. Jesus is mystery. I'm so glad that so many people I'm not around. Because you know what I end up be doing? I'd be exactly what the book said. I'd be a brawler. I'd be no stopping this out somebody. I'd be like Phineas. That zeal, but it came up. You ain't even talking about my God now. I'm just telling you, look. You ain't gonna talk about my mom. You ain't talking about my wife, my kid. Sure ain't gonna talk about Elohim. I'm gonna slap you. And then whatever happened after that happened. Some of these folks are glad I'm not around now. I'm just telling you. Slap some sense into them. Slap the shit up out of them, wanted to. I get that Gentile out of them now. Get rid of that Gentile mind. For the fool said in his heart, there is no God. They are corrupt. They have done abominable works. There is none that doeth good. The Lord looks down. He looking from the Shemaim upon the children of men to see if there were any that did understand and what? Seek Elohim. So you got to seek Him, but you got to have some understanding of what you're doing.
Yes.
Because you can be like Shaul and go have somebody from dead raised up, can't you? You're going to do some sorcery. We read that. He said, brother, he brought that ain't Joseph with Joshua, didn't he? Huh? You can go somewhere else and that, look, you got to seek Him and have understanding. What they say, you got to come correct. We have to come. See what I said? We got to come correct.
Yeah.
Let's look at 1 Chronicles 16 and 11. So when we see this word seek, just know it's going to be darash. We are resorting to, we are inquiring. First Chronicles 16 and 10. Hallelujah, never get there.
Hallelujah.
It reads, glory ye in His holy name. Let the heart of them rejoice that seek the Lord. Seek the Lord. Seek Yahuwah and His what? Strength. Seek His face continually. Didn't you read Luke 21:36? To watch and pray always. Seek the Lord in His strength. Seek His face continually. Darash. We have to be resorting to Him. So like, I ain't got nobody else but you. I ain't got no other avenue now. See how a straight line we got to be? Stay in First Chronicles. Go 22. 22nd chapter. First Chronicles 22 and 19. And it reads, now set your heart and your soul. Set your heart and your soul. Your soul. Mm-hmm. Your soul. Mm-hmm. To seek him. Mm. To seek Yahuwah, your Elohim. Arise therefore and build you the sanctuary of the Lord God to bring the ark of the covenant of the Lord and the holy vessels of God into the house that is built to the name of the Lord. Question. Are we a walking temple? Are we little walking temples? We're supposed to be. Yes. Right? Your body's not your own. Mm-hmm. We have to seek him to have the holy vessels brought in. Right. We need the Ruach in. We need our mind right. We need our heart right. And our soul. Our soul has to yearn for him. Everything on the inside has to be right. Mm-hmm. And look, man, before we start getting the temple together, we got to make sure everything is right before we start bringing the holy stuff in.
Do not.
We got to prepare our body. We got to prepare our body. We got to prepare our temple. So that the holy things can sit. So that things of Yah can sit in your mind. Things of Yah can sit in our heart. We got to get to a point where my button is not so easily pushed. I got to have more of him in me. So I don't act like who? Me.
All right.
Huh? I have to have more of him in me so I don't act like me.
All right.
I have to have more of him in me, but so I don't act like me. But the only way I can have more of him means I got to prepare my temple.
Yes.
So I have to seek him. We're going to see how they used to seek him. Everything we do is got to have a purpose, got to have a purpose, got to have a plan. Got to be an objective. Got to be a battle plan. Read. Yeah, okay, I read.
Yes.
I read. Turn to Psalm 42. We have to get efficient in Yah. We have to get efficient. We got to get more efficient in him. Have to get more efficient in Yah. Look what this says. As the hart pants after the water brooks, so panteth my what? Soul after thee, O Elohim. And then we just read, well, you got to seek him with all your heart, with all your soul. So we got to make our soul thirsty. We got to make our soul thirsty. We have to have our soul thirsty. Our soul has to resort. The only way I'm gonna make is I gotta have him. I gotta seek him out. Psalm 63:1. O God, thou art my God, early will I seek thee. Early will I seek thee. My soul thirsts for thee. You know the discipline it's going to take to get up at 5 in the morning and pray? You know the discipline that takes? But apparently they had to understand it. Before it's light outside, we need to pray. Before the sun come up, we need to pray. Oh God, thou art my Elohim, early will I seek thee. My soul thirsts for thee. My flesh longs for thee in a dry and thirsty land where no water is. You don't think Yahweh gonna shut this water off here? We're not really thinking. We're not thinking about the days ahead. You don't think he's gonna shut the water off here? You don't think that everything that makes America great again is gonna be good? We gotta get better at our burden. Look at that word, the Hebrew word burden. That was what the Levites, their jobs to certain things. Some they carry the menorah, some you cover the menorah, some break down the poles and unscrew this. We gotta get better at our burden. I think Messiah said what? Carrying our cross. We gotta get better at that. We gotta get stronger at that.
Yeah.
We're gonna only do that from within. Only do that from within. We gotta get better. Okay. Bearing our burdens, we gotta get better at seeking Him. Okay. Seeking Him. Yah's working. Dust clouds from West Africa, from the Sahara, come all the way across the water. We've had locusts all in Vegas a couple years ago. Dead birds and animals on the seashore. So we have to be in a position where we have sought Him out. He knows us. You looking for us? We're looking for Him. Darash starts with a dalet, right? What does dalet mean? What you say?
Dalet means.
You sure?
Yes, sir.
So we got to seek Him so we can go in. There's a door for you, but if you don't get to the door, how you gonna go in? We have to inquire. We got to resort. I ain't got nothing left. My soul thirsty. Yeah, I need you. I need you to replenish my soul. When we start seeking Him, it's a door for us to go in. Give me 2 Corinthians 12:9 right quick. 2 Corinthians 12:9. Brother, gonna read it right quick.
Second Corinthians 12:9. And He said unto me, my grace is sufficient for thee.
Yes.
For my strength is made perfect in weakness. Most gladly, therefore, will I rather glory in my infirmities, that the power of Christ may rest upon me.
So we have to get weak. We need to be weakened so that He can be strong.
Yes.
So the whole purpose of us putting our bodies out there and prepping and training during fasting so we can make our bodies what?
Strong.
Well, weak.
So He can be strong.
So He can make us
Strong.
Moshe was in a mountain, no food, no water. For how many days?
40.
This man had the power. How many have seen Mount Sinai? I mean, like on, not real life, real life, but like on TV, video, or that thing tall, ain't it? That mountain high. And some folks who couldn't walk around this building 4 or 5 times. Pull the clock and say, get around this building 3 times in 2 minutes. Hold a hamstring. Hold a hamstring. So 40 days of no food and no water, and he had the power to come down the mountain with stones and had the power to break them. So in his weakness,
Yes.
someone made him strong.
Hallelujah.
So we got to cut things out so that we can be built from within. We got to seek Him.
Yes.
The soul is like, my soul is thirsty. He said, you know what? I got something for you. Our soul has to be for Him. Because He's looking. We got to be seeking. This has got to be a mutual. Our Savior fasted. And after His fast, He had to fight, didn't He? He had to fight now. He went 40 in. It was immediately a battle right there.
Yes.
In the what? Wilderness.
Yes.
And you know what we are in? We're in the wilderness. We didn't already look at that. What is it, the world? The world is the wilderness. We didn't already look at all that. So during our fasting, during our time of seeking Elohim, during our time of lowering ourselves, we're going to have to what? Fight. You can't be trying to get close to God and not expect that the other side is going to interfere with you.
Amen.
Are you conscious? Sometimes we're not conscious now. The adversary don't want you to be great in Yah now.
Right.
You start taking things out your life. You start lowering yourself. You start bringing yourself down. Well, why are you doing this? I'm doing this to my God. I'm looking for him. I'm reaching out to him. He know I like this. I'm getting rid of it. He know I like that. I'm cutting it out. I'm looking for him. So we got to be ready for when he answers. We're going to look at his book. Folks went and sought after him. And you know what he did? He answered. We got to be able to handle the answer. We got to be able to handle the answer. This ain't for nothing. First Kings. 21st chapter. I mean, verse 25. First Kings 21 and 25. Hallelujah, never get there.
You said 21, 25?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Hallelujah.
First Kings 21, 25. Let's read. But there was none like unto Ahab, which did sell himself to work wickedness in the sight of Yah. He was wicked. Sell out. Big time sell out. Whom Jezebel, his wife, look, you know it's bad when the Bible say, let me, well, nobody like Ahab. and he did very abominably in following idols, according to all the things that as the Amorites, whom the Lord cast out from the children of Israel, read there in Torah class. And it came to pass when Ahab heard those words, and he rent his clothes and put sackcloth upon his flesh, and fasted and lay in sackcloth and went softly. Now, didn't the book say that well, nobody as wicked as Ahab? But because of a change of mind, heart, and soul, look at this. And the word of the Lord came to Elijah the Tishbite, saying, seest thou how Ahab humbled himself? Seest thou how Ahab has humbled himself? Seest thou how Ahab has humbled himself? What did he do? He rent his clothes, he fasted, and he put on what? Sackcloth. See, people want to be like them. They don't want to live like them. I want one of their names. Now I put on some stuff and get to be trained with stuff. But I ain't want to live like them. He said, I go before and fight for you. He doesn't want to fight for who he know now. He like, look, I ain't no, look, y'all ain't no mercenary. He ain't no hitman. He ain't no hitman pirate. He ain't no Assassin's Creed. You can send me enough gold, y'all. I can kill him. That's not y'all. Like I set up from a woman now. I set up from a woman. We were setting up for our women, so sometimes it'll be hard for us to relate. Don't worry about it. That's all right. Don't worry about it. He rent his clothes and put sackcloth upon his flesh. He fasted and laid in sackcloth when it went soft. We need to know what sackcloth is, don't we? We need to have to understand the sackcloth, don't we? Because you know what we have to do while we fast? We have to put on some what? Sackcloth. Sackcloth. Mesh sack. No, look. Don't go to Walmart. Buy no laundry bag and then cut a hole in the top and put your arms in there and walk around. What you doing, man? Put on some sackcloth. What's that in your hair? Put some ashes, man. Put some cigarette ashes on my head. Like, no, stop. No, we gotta understand. We gotta have understanding of what it is. We're going to get to the symbolism of sackcloth. Sock. A mesh sack, a bag, or a garment. They could use it for grain and stuff. But when there was time when somebody put on sackcloth, they would have put on this. Symbolic for mourning or what? Humiliation. What's short of humiliation to what?
Humility.
Humility. Y'all smart. We got to put on sackcloth. Because we got to show somebody the way of what? Being humble. So in the seeking out process, it ain't no, yeah, I'm seeking Yah. Bullhorn, Yah. That ain't how you do it. One of the most wickedest men in the book, in the scriptures and the prophets, he went away what? Softly. He heard the word, he's rent his clothes, he shouted, got himself together, fasting, praying, sackcloth, and quiet. He was wicked. Word went, but see, that's what Yah respects.
Yes.
He respected. Ahab wicked. This is the same Ahab. They had a heavenly meeting on how can we kill him? How can we persuade him to get the Rami out of Gilead so we can kill him? That man put on that sackcloth. Most High changed nothing now. We gotta live like them now. This man gonna start fighting and throw some haymakers. He need to know if we are with him or against him. Ain't that what Yehoshua said when they got it over into the land? He saw that man there. Huh? He ran up on him and said, are you with us or are you against us? He said, neither. Good. You don't think Most High gonna be like that? Are you with me or are you against me? We don't have the juice to say neither. Some of these fools gonna be like, I don't even believe it. Okay. That'll be the one that like that Balaam was on that ass and that angel was gonna slay him. They're gonna be carried. They're gonna be carried right there. They're gonna be carried right to the sword. See the people of Yah say, hey, look, if I got you, I'll talk to this ass man to help you out. It's gonna be deep now. Wake up and go outside, about 5,000 ants. They'll spell something out for you.
Come on.
We said he'll go and fight for you. But you want him to send in the Russians and stuff like that for you? You don't know how this man gonna fight for you. You wake up and 5,000 ants on your window. Y'all go this way. That stuff y'all gonna be doing. That's how I gonna fight for you. For 2 Kings 19 and 11. You got your rope. 2 Kings 19 and 11. Hot up here. I got this suit. It's hot. I said, look, I'm supposed to celebrate. I'm going to work. I ain't putting no flip flops. There's nothing about your stuff. 2 Kings 19 and 1. I'm sorry, I told you 11. I'm sorry, 1. 19 and 1. It says, and it came to pass when King Hezekiah heard it, that he rent his clothes and covered himself with sackcloth and went to the house of the Lord. Okay? We get the sackcloth, something they literally put on. There's a symbolic for mourning or humiliation. Let's get to Job. Job gonna break it down for us right quick. Job 16. Job 16. We have to make this apply to us right now. It look good, it sound good, but how we want to apply this to us right now? Let's look at Job 16. Start at verse 13. Job has reproved his friends. He's saying what he's saying. We're going to look at Job 16. What did I tell y'all? 13? What did I say?
16 and 13.
16 and 13. Okay, thanks, brother. Oh, we there? Everybody there? 16, 13. His archers compassed me round about. He cleaved my reins asunder and does not spare. He poureth out my gall upon the ground. He breaketh me with the breach upon breach. He runneth upon me like the giant. I have sold sackcloth. I have sold sackcloth. I have sold sackcloth upon my skin. I have sown sackcloth upon my skin and defiled my horn in the dust. My face is foul with weeping, and on my eyelids is the shadow of death. How hard are we going to be seeking during this time? Seek Darash, sackcloth, sock. Job said, I've sewn sackcloth into my skin.
Yes.
How serious are we going to be during these 21 days? Starting sundown. Because you won't believe this. The prophet said that the eyes of the Lord are running to and fro throughout the earth to see who has a heart perfect for him.
Mm-hmm.
And how can you prove that? Don't care what you look like, what you dress like, what you up here saying. You got to live it.
Yes, sir.
Christ said, pick up the cross and follow me.
Yes, sir.
I have sewn sackcloth upon my skin. So we ain't got to go cut no mesh back up. It's sold in our skin. Man, I go buy no mesh back. If you got a mesh shirt, that's cool. You ain't got to go do all that. You sow it in your flesh. Psalm 35. So you can make stuff as serious as you want to. Ain't nobody watching you, y'all. Just between you and him. You can halfway do what you want to. But I know this much. When that letter went out through all of Persia, Iraq, Ethiopia, when that went out, and they said, hey, all Yahudim, kill them. When that word went out to fast, I bet that was pretty serious, wasn't it? Because you don't know if you're going to live or die. Look, I'm going to say, sometimes in the country, we're going to have to do that. It's going to get that serious. But if I can't swim, don't push me off in that 12 foot. I got to get in the kiddie pool. I got to get the breathing right and learn how to float. And then the time will come, I'll be jumping off in that thing. And the more people that can collectively seek him, resort to him, inquire of him, you won't believe what he do. He go hard. He come hard for his. So we gotta decide if we want his hand for us or against us. And we can only take the avenues that the ancestors used.
Come on.
There ain't no other avenue. I ain't no Oprah Winfrey. There's a zillion things you can do there. I ain't gonna tell. Once again, I try to say some foolish stuff. Jump up and leave. We can only play the cards we've been dealt. Leave, brother. No, brother, don't be leaving. Oh, God. I'm crazy yet. Let's look at, I tell y'all Psalm 35. Psalm 35, 13. But as for me, Psalm 35 and 13. But as for me, when they were sick, my clothing was sackcloth. I humbled my soul with fasting, and my prayer returned into my own bosom. That's between us and the Most High. We're going to put on some sackcloth. We got to. But what do you want to get from God? First thing is just, hey, we need this fallow ground, but we need our heart broken up, don't we?
Yeah.
Let's be honest. We need the heart broken up. We need something better put in. The fact that we don't know what's going to be in the future, we don't know if they're going to try to shut this down or shut that down. We have an understanding. We read last week or the week before about tithing. Hey, I got to keep the code. I got to keep Shavuot. It don't matter where I am. I'm free or not. I got to do this. Right? We have to fight for these things. We have to fight for your weekly Shabbat. You got to fight for the Moedim. I get it. Some years ago, you just go do it. You have to fight with your job or something. But we're going to have to get to the point where we're like, We're going to have to start winning some stuff. We're going to have to start getting some wins. They're not going, not maybe them, but the powers behind them know what you're doing. I don't want you to worship Elohim. I want you to worship Baal. I want you to worship Saturn. That's what I want you doing. I want you worshiping Yah. I want you being Christ-like. Let's turn to Ephesians 4. Mm-hmm. Ephesians 4, we're going to be in verse 1, and it reads, I, therefore, the prisoner of the Lord, beseech you that you walk worthy of the vocation wherewith you are called, with all lowliness, and meekness, with long suffering, forbearing one another in love, endeavoring to keep the unity of the Spirit and the bond of peace. There is one body, one Spirit, even as you are called in the one hope of your calling, one master, one faith, one baptism, one Elohim, and Father of all, who is above all and through all and in you all, especially if you're preparing your temple for the holy things of Yah to be in you. But to every one of us is given grace. Say a few of us.
Everyone.
Every one of us is given grace according to the measure of the gift of Christ. He didn't leave you empty-handed. He put it in you. It's in there. You got to grind. You know, you're not the golden goose. It sits on the eggs and just sits in the little thing and pops out golden eggs all day. You're gonna have to use the measure of the gift of Christ within you.
Yeah.
Can't sit on it. What the darkness wants you to do is be a sitter. You a sitter, you a quitter. You sit, that means you quit. You sit, that means you quit. Philippians 2. Philippians 2. 1. Philippians 2 and 1, and it reads, if there be any consolation in Christ, if any comfort of love, if any fellowship of the Spirit, and any vows and mercies, fulfill ye my joy, that ye be like-minded. Like-minded. This is us being like-minded going forward.
Oh, yeah.
Having the same love, being of one accord, of one mind, let nothing be done through strife or vain glory, but in lowliness of the mind. Let each esteem other better than themselves. Look not every man on his own thing, but every man also on the things of others. Work on our servitude, which is akin to your attitude. We don't need attitude checks? I do. I'll be first. Don't worry about it. I'll be first. Y'all still like, no, I'm straight. You said you want to. I'll be first. Huh? So let nothing be done through strife or vain glory. You know, some competing on their Fitbits, and that's fine. That's competition, that's fine. But in seeking him and reaching him, this is done in lowliness of the mind. Let each esteem other better than themselves. So we have to exhort our brothers and sisters. We have to make sure and support other people. Let this mind be in you, which was also in Yeshua, who being in the form of Elohim, thought it not robbery to be equal with God, but made himself of no reputation, and took upon the form of a servant, and was made in the likeness of men. So they're saying he went way up there and came down here. Lowliness, humility, humiliation. And being found fashioned as a man, he humbled himself. He humbled himself and became obedient unto death, even unto the death of the tree, of the cross. That's how we got to be. We have to humble ourselves, lower ourselves. We have to practice it. We have to, we're going to practice it. Just turn to, give me Yehoshua 1 and 8. Give me Psalms 1 and 2. Mm-hmm. You know I'm in Joshua, right? You know I'm in Joshua. I said that. That was like a little quiz. Right?
Joshua 1 and 8.
Uh-huh.
This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night. Meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success.
So in this time of seeking, in this time of sock, in the time of garage and sock, you also need to meditate on the law day and night.
Yes.
Just a little bit, or just say you need to have you. So we gotta have something centered. Our mind has to be focused on something. But remember, you got the attention span of goldfish. So we have to cut some things out, so that we can do what? Meditate. Go ahead, son. Go ahead and read that.
Psalms 1 and 2. But his delight is in the Torah.
His what?
His delight is in the Torah.
So we gotta find out how much we love his word now. So we start cutting some more stuff out and seeing how much time we can put into our word. And to meditate. Go ahead and meditate.
But his delight is in the Torah of Yahuwah. And in his Torah do he meditate day and night.
How many?
In his Torah do he meditate day and night.
10 things Yehoshua said, huh? People like calling themselves Yehoshua. People like calling themselves Dawid. We're going to meditate day and night in that book. We're going to meditate on that Torah. Go ahead. Was that it? 1 and 2, that was it? Yeah. Okay, good. Okay, good. Thank you, brother. So, Haggah, to meditate means moan, utter, growl, murmur. Probably not what you're thinking. You're going to have to figure out what that meant in Hebrew. What is it? Moan, utter, growl. Interesting. Have you ever let's go ahead and turn to Job 27. I think we was at the house one time, to give you an example. We was at the house one time hanging out. I think a lot of us was there. And if we remember, one of the elders was over there, Mr. Cunningham. Ain't that what y'all playing phase 10? Y'all playing phase 10? Remember what Mr. Cunningham was doing at the table? What was he doing? What? Oh God. Moan. And saying there ain't no way to do it. That's just an example of meditating on the Torah. Having your mind centered and focused on something. You might moan, might rock. Job 27 and 4. 27 and 4. My lips shall not speak wickedness, nor my tongue utter deceit. That utter right there is a God. A God. So, moan, utter, growl, murmur. Okay, let's take to the New Testament. All right, 1 Corinthians 14. 1 Corinthians 14, starting 12. Let's see if this can find us in our New Testament. Rick got a shot. 1 Corinthians 14 and 12. Hallelujah, if you're there. It reads, even so, ye for as much as ye are zealous of spiritual gifts, seek that ye may excel to the edifying of the church. Wherefore let him that speak in an unknown tongue pray that he may interpret. For if I pray in an unknown tongue, my spirit prayeth, but my understanding is unfruitful. What is it then? I will pray with the spirit. I will pray with the understanding also. And we looked at earlier about seeking and understanding was the same when it comes to Yah. Remember that? Seeking and understanding in Psalms. I will sing with the spirit. I will sing with the understanding also. That sing could be a moan, a hum, I don't know. It's your deal. He said he will sing with the spirit. So I'm going to pray in the spirit. I'll pray in the tongue. But he said I'll sing in the spirit. Hum, moan, I don't know. How you going to call out? I don't know. That's your, that's your thing. Okay. James 5. James 5 and 13. Quickly here, let's wrap it up. James 5 and 13. Is any, 5 and 13, James, is any among you afflicted? Let him pray. Is any merry? Let him sing psalms. Let him sing psalms. So when you're singing a song, you know what your mind focuses on? That song. When you humming something, singing something, tapping your feet, you're thinking about something. So the scripture just said, hey, meditate on the law day and night.
Hallelujah.
Meditate on the law day and night. Philippians 4. Philippians 4, be in verse 6. Philippians 4 and 6. And it reads, be careful for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to Elohim, and the peace of Elohim, which passes all understanding, shall keep your hearts and mind through Christ Yahshua. Finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things of good report, if there be any virtue, if there be any praise, think on these things. Meditate on the Torah day and night. We see that?
Yes.
We see that?
Yes.
We see that with seeking the Rosh, sackcloth, and then the meditate. So that means in order to get into this, I'd have to cut some. I'd have to cut some things out to be able to do it. Because I want him to respect it. We gotta want him to respect it, right? And you ain't gonna do something for somebody and just do it halfway. I mean, not somebody to love or do it. Proverbs 15 and 33. Brother, give me Proverbs 18 and 12. Other brother, give me Proverbs 22 and 4. So we got Proverbs 15 and 33, Proverbs 18 and 12, Proverbs 22 and 4. I'll read first Proverbs 15 and 13. Huh?
15:33.
33.
15 and 33, thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you. I'm getting the lyrics of the deep, sorry. Like I said, I ain't putting on the flip flops, I don't care about stuff. I want some workflow. Proverbs 15 and 33. The fear of Yahweh is the instruction of wisdom,
Yes.
and before honor is humility.
Yes.
Before honor is humility. So we want Yah to honor us.
Yes.
We want to be found honorable. We want to be found on Yah's list. Well, humility. Humility matters. Right? Humility matters. So, we're going to sow sackcloth in our flesh. We're going to seek Him to where our soul is thirsty, where He'll give us something to drink. Go ahead, brother.
Proverbs 18 and 12. Before destruction, the heart of man is haughty, and before honor is humility.
Before what?
Before honor is humility.
Have mercy. Have mercy. So how much ever we want of Yah, how much we gonna humble ourselves? Don't worry about that. Don't worry about it. About done now. Good job. 2022, go ahead, brother.
Proverbs 22 and 4. By humility and the fear of Yahuwah.
What?
By humility and the fear of Yahuwah are riches and honor and life.
Wow. So in order to get riches and honor, we have to make ourselves humble. We have to go through a little humiliation. But that's what happened with our master. Was he humiliated? All the way to the death?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right, we're going to close in Second Esdras. And Second Esdras, if you have it, go ahead and turn there. We're going to look at the 3rd chapter. And what we have is that we have Esdras, who is a part of the captivity, and that he is praying, doing a lot of praying to the Most High, and trying to understand how does the God of Israel, the powerful one, the Almighty one, how does He allow this to happen to His people? So he's praying some strong prayers. Okay, so if you have Second Esdras, read 3 and 4. Second Esdras. Okay, 3 and 4. Now we're going to just skip ahead, just because of time. But read Second Esdras 3 and 4, so you kind of get an idea of what we're talking about in these next couple verses. So, long story short is that Esdras, his prayers are so strong that he gets visitations from angels, from an angel. And he's talking to them, and they're having dialogue. And he's bringing back the word of Yah to him. And long story short, he's just saying, hey man, you know what? You're doing a lot of talking. Do you care more about Israel than Israel's creator? Are you saying that your pain and heartbreak is more than the Most High pain and heartbreak? So this is the dialogue. It's kind of like with Job dialogue when the Most High in the world wasn't talking to him. Like, hey, bro, go fish in the fire. Go ahead. This kind of dialogue. So you have to go back and read it. But so Esdras is getting these visitations and he's talking to because he is what? Seeking. Let's look at this. Turn to Esdras 5. If you have it, Second Esdras 5. I have a Sefer in there. If it's, somebody wants to follow along. You don't have it. The Second Esdras and 5. We're going to look at. Let's start at 12. Okay, so this will be the angel talking to him. At the same time, men shall hope, but nothing obtain. They shall labor, but their ways shall not prosper. To show these such tokens, I have leave And if thou wilt pray again, talking to Esdras, and weep as now, and fast 7 days, thou shalt hear yet greater things. So how much you want to get in return from heaven? I'll read it again. To show thee such tokens I have leave, and if thou wilt pray again and weep as now, and fast 7 days, thou shalt hear yet greater things. Then I awakened in an extreme fearfulness, went through all my body, and my mind was troubled so that it fainted. How hard are you going to see? So the angel that was come up to talk with me held me, comforted me, and set me upon my feet. Don't that sound familiar? And that happened with Yochanan when he went up to the Shemayim. See him drop like a dead man. Someone had to set him up on his feet. When Daniel was fasting and he was getting the word, he was sitting on this stuff, he was troubled. You know, they talk about the Daniel died. In the second night, it came to pass that Salathiel, the captain of the people, came unto me, saying, Where hast thou been, and why is thy countenance so heavy? Knowest thou not that Israel is committed unto thee in the land of their captivity? Up then and eat bread and forsake us not, as the shepherd that leaveth his flock in the hands of cruel wolves. Then said I unto him, Go thy ways from me, and come not nigh to me. That's what we're going to have to be. Because when you're trying to focus in and keen in on Yah, you know what somebody wants you to do? Get off track. And he heard what I said and went from me. And so I fasted 7 days, mourning and weeping. Mourning and weeping. We're going to have on our sackcloth. Mourning and weeping. Like as Uriel the angel commanded me. And after 7 days, so it was that the thoughts of my heart were very grievous unto me again. And my soul recovered. That's it. We have to get to our soul is thirsty. The spirit of understanding, and I begin to talk with the Most High again. We got to learn how to communicate, to commune with Him. Okay? All right, let's fast. But you guys go back and read now. Let's go to 6, 2 Esdras 6. Start at 31. Well, to 30. And these words said he unto me, I am come to show thee the time of the night to come. If thou wilt pray yet more and fast 7 days again, I shall tell thee greater things by day than I have heard. For thy voice is heard before the Most High, for the mighty have seen thy righteous dealings. What will be said about what we're trying to accomplish the Shemayim in the meeting room? He hath also seen thy chastity, which thou hast had ever since thy youth, and therefore he sent me to show thee all these things, and say unto thee, Be of good comfort, and fear not. So he fasted again. We won't skip that. Just got to go back and read it. We'll look at one more scenario here. 9, 2 Esdras 9, and 22. The angel was finishing off a parable that he gave him. So 22, 9 and 22. Let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain. Let the grape be kept in my plant, for with great labor have I made it perfect. Nevertheless, if thou wilt cease yet 7 days more, but if thou shalt not fast in them, but go into the field of flowers where no house is builded, and eat only the flowers of the field, taste no flesh, drink no wine, but eat flowers only. So he got a little bit different direction on this other fasting. And pray unto the highest continually. Then I will come and talk with thee. So I went my way into the field, which is called Ardath, like as he's commanded me. And there I sat among the flowers and did eat the herbs of the field, and the meat of the same satisfied me. After 7 days I sat upon the grass, and my heart was vexed within me, like as before. I opened up my mouth and began to talk before the Most High, and said, so I have to go back and read stuff. But there were 3 different scenarios in 2 Esdras where he sought, he seeked, he fasted, he mourned, he put on sackcloth symbolically, he meditated. He got some answers, he got some word, didn't he? So going forward, we're going to want to get some word. We're going to need to be prepared for the days ahead. I don't know if any of y'all done dreamed and saw some stuff, but I would assume the future in this land ain't good. Being honest. So we're going to have ourselves individually, have our individual homes as much as possible, and as a congregation ready. This is our action of war. Because as we read throughout Exodus and Deuteronomy, the Most High shall fight for you. He'll go before you. But he ain't going for somebody he don't know now. So we have to seek him, and it has to be respectable. Okay. Thank y'all.